Well, friends, good morning. Welcome to our mini live series. It looks like the writers are listening to us because we tell them, listen to me, we're tired of the characters being too dumb. We're tired of seeing the characters them being dumbed down. So, obviously, now them starting to see if they can push the story, which is exactly what we've been asking them to do. How was your morning so far, guys? Mine is lovely. Welcome in. All right, so. It seems as though Anthony has not given up on on finding out if he needs a DNA test or not. That's what seems to be taking place here. All right, let's jump into it. Let's go. Hit the like button, guys.
She thinks that I need to get a DNA test on Kai to prove that he's really mine.
What? I'm confused. You ain't already did that?
I did. I did. And, you know, got the results and it said he was mine.
So what's the issue? The result.
But it was
Right. Anthony, don't just tell people that you took a DNA test. Tell them what you did to take the DNA test and tell them how you took the DNA test and then tell them exactly the issue that you have with the DNA test. Don't just tell them that you took one because people will take it that, then there is no issue at all as far as the DNA test is concerned. So please go ahead.
those DNA tests like you send off and then,
Mm-hmm.
it goes to the mail and,
Mm-hmm.
plus Shayla and
Man, the male people ain't mess with that, man.
the Shayla and Angelina, they were pretty much ran that. So Amber thinks that
Shayla and who?
her mama,
Her mama.
Angelina.
Hold up. What you mean they ran it? You let them handle the test situation?
I mean, yeah.
Exactly. This is what you need to tell people. What you need to tell people is this because when you tell people this, Anthony, then they realize the context that you're talking about because nobody understands context of your conversation. People just think say you're just talking and that Amber is facetious and she's malicious. But you have to tell them exactly that who ran the test them. Because nobody now trusts Angelina and no one trusts Shayla. That's why I have to tell people these things.
Man, well. So hold up. So you took the test and after that, it was over. You let them handle it from there.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know, boy. I done took a lot of them tests. They be accurate,
but I'm saying though, like,
do you think he your baby?
in my heart, I feel like he's my baby.
In your heart.
Like I do. I
What
have a
about in your
connection.
blood?
Good question because every father me know in them heart feel like a for them child unless it's a what you call it now a blatant jacket. If it's not, then hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, oh boy, it's something else.
I have a connection with him. That's
And do you feel it in your blood? Oh boy. Good Lord have mercy. Well, but that's crazy.
I just want to make sure that how I'm trying to. I told Amber I don't think that Shayla's gonna go for that, but
Oh yeah, she'll go for it if you put her to sleep. Put her to sleep, put a mask on her, put her to sleep, and her whole family, her mama, her sister, and everybody. That's the only way. You trying to get her to get a DNA test?
yeah.
For you, it's stupid.
Don't worry, Anthony. Let me go get a scandal bag. I wonder if I have any shopping bags. I can help you. I have a couple shopping bags that we can put over their heads. If we can bag them head, then everything should be good. You know what I mean? We can bag Angelina head, we can bag Zastra head, we need to bag Shayla head, and we can bag Brody head as well too. And then we can take a DNA test.
You ever do that?
You sound like PR. PR.
Nah, but you know which way you can though?
What?
Hmm.
Get her to take child support out on you.
Take child support out.
Get her to take child support out on you. Some they'll run them tests automatically most of the time, cause it's like they want to make sure they'll take you through that process. Trust me, I know. Get her to take child support out on you, and then they gonna run a test. Then when he run a test, it'd be like you ain't put it together. She like, well, this part of the child support process. Yeah, get her to run child support. That's how you do that. And they gonna touch it.
No, that's
And I hope they don't switch it, cause boy, if they switch it,
Huh.
nah, they ain't gonna touch it like that. But I don't know, boy.
Okay.
Nah.
No, that makes sense.
All right, so it sound good. The only thing though with child support is that you will have to. Mm, and maybe I'm incorrect because I've seen some states not just take the DNA test in itself. So I think that you'll want to request that you want a DNA test. I think that you'll want to do that. You understand that? That's what made me think about that. That's what I think about this right now. All right. Let's read some comments because now obviously he's getting a bunch of suggestions, and you know what I mean, because even the name change. Why not him tell Wayne about the name change? Him leave out so much information. This is what I like with Anthony. Anthony always leaves out pertinent information, pertinent facts for a businessman, right? For a person who does business. Because sometimes him talk about business and him say that he says that, you know what, I'm a businessman and in the business world we do this. In the business world, you never leave out pertinent information. Why not tell Wayne say, you know what, Wayne? Honestly, you know, I also did a little name change. Because that is another way that they can actually do the DNA test as well. So I don't know why I never do that at all. Anyways, let me read y'all's comments here, man. But you can't go child support Wayne until the name change. Exactly what I've been saying, Angela Atkins. See, but see, Wayne don't know that. Wayne don't know that he's changing the name. O'Neill, there's a danger. Too many people finding out about this. Yes, Carolyn. Too much people are finding out about it. So you know they might pull like some fast moves. RB did his own test without Shayla. Why drag this crap out? It's foolishness. My heart is in his hands. Are foolishness. We don't know why they might drop it out. We don't know why they might drop it out so much. But you know what? Anthony knows he doesn't sees any resemblance in Kai. Here's why I think that. Here's what I think though that Wayne did with this. Wayne has kind of what you call it now. Wayne has backed up what Amber is saying. Wayne has backed up what Amber is. I think this was a good meeting with Wayne. This was a good meeting with Wayne. Let me ask you a question. Was it necessary? I don't know if it's the word necessary. Was this good for Anthony to ask Wayne? All right. Now I know Wayne talks a lot. One for yes, I know that much, and two for no. But here is the deal with this. Because of Wayne, at least now him realize that you know what? Maybe, maybe Amber is correct. For the first time, I'm actually thinking that. Because Wayne suspicious as well of Shayla and him suspicious as well of Angelina. So at least Wayne has brought that to his mind because me no know him trust him. But I guess thief trust thief. You know what? Birds of a feather do flock together. I swear to you. Birds of a feather do flock together. Happy Sunday, everyone. Let's read some comments. DNA tests are as normal as COVID pregnancy tests these days. Go to CVS Next Kit and this fool with 99 questions. We don't know where I am, man. And do the DNA when you are babysitting and send it off on your own. Him could have do that. Me not understand I think it's too much, but anyway, it can be incorrect. Sometimes it can be right. Anthony wants a poll. Anthony wants a poll someone other than Amber to contest when he knows deep down. So he wants somebody else to say yes. Okay, I see what you're saying. The storyline is a mess. This idiot asking Wayne about his bedroom behavior. What? Sometimes it is a 99 question store. I will agree with the person that says a 99 question store. Honestly, it is a 99 question store. Anthony needs to just get everything done at home at one time. DNA test along with the name change. That is true. If he gets the name change and the DNA test at the same point in time, then everything would actually work. But I don't know why he make it so drastic. But you know the Country Wayne series. You know that them going to make it weird. Hey, you businessman, turn in your cap and go. It really don't qualify as a businessman at all because the business testing time, I don't know. It's crazy. DNA test results for Anthony came to the next day. Arby's DNA test results came a week later. So do the maths. That's the question. So, oh, y'all are something else. I believe Anthony will listen to Wayne. Well, let's ask that. That's a good question, Nanya. Let's stop right there. So, will Anthony listen to Wayne about the DNA test? That's a good question. Will he listen? One for yes and two for no. Will he listen? Go on to think. Am I going to listen or am I not going to listen? This is how Amber going to find out about the name change. Exactly. Because that's what I'm saying. The name change need to come up and then hopefully Amber can link our lawyer, you know what I mean, which is Brittany, and then Brittany can start to put things in perspective. Maybe Brittany is going to come back. Maybe this is where Brittany comes back. Maybe this is where Brittany comes back. So Amber, go ahead and tell Brittany about what's going on with the name change, and then Brittany can start to talk about the law. So maybe we're going to see Brittany thinking about it now. Maybe we're about to see Brittany coming back and offering really solid advice and coming back in and Anthony's good grace. So this is actually very, very cool. So maybe there's a question. Will Brittany help Anthony get a DNA test in some way? Because that's the only way we can get this. One for yes and two for no. He will listen to Wayne. He values his opinions more than Amber's opinion, which is sad. Petit, honestly, this is extremely sad. This is extremely sad. Abby says there's no coming back for Brittany. Well, when we say come back, what I'm saying though, Abby, but think about it. Think about it. Obviously they don't know the law, right? Because we would think, Abby, that the businessman knows the law. We would think the businessman know the law, but him know the law. My question only is this. Maybe I have the question for y'all here who are from the States. The question is this. Does the court always do a DNA test for children? That's the question. Does the court always do a DNA test? That I question. One for yes and two for no. All right, let's research this one. Come on, let's research this one. Make a research this because that I want to know. This is what I'm not confident of.
Introducing
This is
you
what I'm
to
not confident of at all. This is what I'm not confident of. Let's see if I can find. We can pull up, this right here. This is what I'm not confident of. This is what I'm not confident of, folks. I'm not confident of this one. So, automatic. Does the courts do? Let's work this out. Automatic DNA test for child support. There we go. That's the question. Mm-hmm. No, no, no. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. Do they automatically do the test? Let's say in Georgia. So this is now something for us to know, guys. This is something for us to know. Because we know O'Neill always try and see if he can keep it real. O'Neill always tries to keep it real. This is when O'Neill keeps it real. So check this out. Check this out, guys. Check this out. I'm gonna put it in Georgia. I'm gonna put it for Georgia. Look at this. Look at this. No. Courts do not automatically order DNA tests for child support in Georgia. However, under the 2015 law, the Division of Child Support Services is required to conduct paternity testing in all newly established child support cases where paternity is not already established. Parents can also motion the court to order testing in cases where paternity is contested, and the court will likely grant it. So, my thing is this. This is my thing. They're saying if paternity is already established, then they won't take a DNA test. So this is very, very integral. So for the people who think, say, this is all cooked, me never think it cooked either. This is where O'Neill keeps it real. I didn't think so either. Because, okay, the DNA, the child support system is not what you call it now, is not clear and cut. They are more interested in seeing if them can get people on child support than not getting people on child support. If that makes sense to you. So in other words, I think that Anthony is going to have to contest the paternity. He has to contest the paternity if he wants this to happen. So David is saying, good task, David. David is saying paternity is not yet established. This now is good. David, this is good. Me can accept this. David, me can accept this. So let's go back to the screen. David, I can accept what you're saying right there. So me can accept it. David is saying paternity is not yet established. So maybe because the paternity is not yet established, because of the name change, we can have whatever it is. But my question is, since the notary certified paternity, is it what I'm saying is me feel like it have pieces in it, you know. I think there are pieces in it because the notary certified paternity. Doesn't that mean something? So that's my question. That is exactly my question with this thing. I know so when it comes to paternity, cut and dry, you always have pieces to it. Shaman Miss Way said, paternity in this case has not been established. So that's what you're saying as well too. So let's see. O'Neill, think if you request a paternity, will they do it? Yes, I think so. If he requests one, but that's my point. He has to request it. Wayne is saying them will automatically give it. That's what I'm saying, okay, the question then is this. Will Anthony request one? Will Anthony request it from the courts? You think him gonna request it from the courts after the question? These are the question. One for yes, and two for no. And I'm just using and two for no. I'm just you. All right, this is good, Petite. The notary did not certify paternity. She certified the signatures. Okay, no problem. I love y'all's comments. I love when the comments them. I was just trying to see if I can put some arguments to this. So the notary cannot certify paternity. This was a petition. Okay, I understand that. That's very fair. Let's work on it. She notarized to get the name changed. Okay, that's fair. Because I'm just trying to see how them establish one, he didn't listen to Amber. He may listen to Wayne. It's taking too long for this DNA test. Okay, that's true. The notary only established that the people who signed are who they say they are. Okay, so that's what I say. When I say the notary didn't really do that. No, the notary did not certify paternity. The notary was there to establish a court date. To establish a court date was wanted. Okay, I see. All right, no worries. That's only paternity. To change the birth certificate, the court will require one. Them says not in all cases. Let me check this for us here, guys. Let's go back into the deep. Okay. Does the court in Georgia does the court require, listen, watch this, a paternity test to do a name change? I want y'all to watch this. So let's see. Okay, so this is the big piece I want y'all to see. This is the big piece I think I want y'all to see. I kind of did a little research on this before. That's why I'm asking some of the questions. I'm a bit leading. I apologize for leading you guys with the questions, but this is why I'm asking some of the questions. So check this out. Yes, a court ordered DNA paternity test is generally required in Georgia to change a child's name on the birth certificate if paternity is in dispute or if the father's name is not already legally established. So this was the piece of it. So the question now is, has it already been established? Which is what I think y'all are arguing, which is good arguments. Then this legal proceeding is necessary to provide biological proof of paternity and establish a legal father-child relationship before the court will modify the birth certificate or allow a name change, even if a paternity acknowledgement form was initially signed. So there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. When paternity might not be needed. Paternal agreement without dispute. If both parties are married and agree to the name change, well, them not married, so that can't be for them. So there we go. There we go. So I think that for right now, he's close. He's closer to a DNA test than anything else. It feels now like he's much closer to a DNA test. So I think all of the people who are in the comments and you guys were, me love when we research this because hey, at least somebody learned something. O'Neill always learns something new. So that's good. And O'Neill is not resistant to change or to learning. So I love this. This is why you guys come to the channel and know. Only like research things and I'm going to ask questions with all of y'all and expect y'all to respond. So let's see. So the question may not have been correctly asked when you Google. This is what I found. Yes, the courts in Georgia generally require. This is exactly what it said as well too. Katrina, that's what it said as well. It just said that if there though in disrepute or paternity or if paternity has not yet been established, and the point I think people are making is that paternity is not yet established. There's always the if. Is there something about the baby becoming 1 year old, O'Neill, that in Georgia law? That's a good question. That's, you see, you know, Nanya, I love that you're doing what I'm doing. Because when it comes to paternity, there is always fraud. That's all they say. You want to know the courts them. You know, maybe ladies don't know, so the courts them, bill for woman. The courts them bill for women. Just know that. So let's go. So, uh, how long in Georgia? Let's ask another question. In Georgia, how long does it take to establish paternity? All right. Okay, so establishing paternity in Georgia can take anywhere from a few months to over a year, with the average process for legitimation here and typically lasting. So in other words, they still need a. So what I'm getting, Nanya, is that they still need somewhat of a hearing because they're not married. Because the babies happen out of wedlock, I think that's what's creating the issue. Case complexity. Simple cases with cooperating parties resolve faster than those with disputes and complex. So if this the point is this, Anthony has to dispute this. The point is this, I think. The point is this, I mean, I get from this entire thing. Anthony has to actually dispute it. Anthony has to dispute it. Anthony has to dispute it. Anthony has to dispute paternity. Can we agree on this? He has to dispute it. One for yes, and two for no. This what I think it is. I think it is that he's trying to get a test without having to dispute it with Shayla, but he has to dispute it. This is how I think him have to dispute it. In other words, it's the dispute that causes the courts to say, okay, we're gonna do this. So he has to physically bring him little yellow tail to the court. So him have to dispute it. The point that Georgia is raising is that for you to get the courts to do anything, you have to dispute it. You have to dispute it. You have to dispute it. Carla, that's the thing. He's a businessman, but sometimes kind of shady. If you have a private attorney, they can get that done quickly. Natasha could get it done. She could. But we know say Anthony slow and you know what I mean him act like him don't know what go on. Right. So basically, he will have to deny being child's son. For yes. Yes. This is where I think it's going. The thing with the law is this. Sure, will they sometimes require the DNA test? Yes, but after him have to dispute it. If him not saying anything, then the law won't do anything. This is what we get out, right? And it makes sense. It does make sense because paternity courts are like that. Them now gonna do anything unless them know say you want something done. Why? Because they make money from the system. I want y'all to figure this, the child support system is about money. It's a ruse. So That's exactly what's going on. So if it's a money making system, he has to dispute paternity. If he don't dispute paternity, then them now go to order him a DNA test like that. But I love what you guys are thinking. Let's see what's happening now. By the time Anthony gets a DNA test for Kai, him graduate from my Lynette. Lynette it too early. Lynette it too early, Lynette for mash me up. Carla, no, he didn't listen to his wife. He's married. His wife is disputing it. She wants a paternity test to go to the court. Thank you very much. Go through the courts. Go through the courts, man. Go through the courts. It can work out for him. Only like can work out for Anthony. What I want is I want him dispute the thing. That's what I want. I was gonna take a DNA, but then I got high. And listened to Shayla Shay, and then I got high. I was seeing if Kai was my baby, and then I get try, and then I got high, and then I got high, and then I got high. Them read y'all's comments. Why can't he just get a test like Arby to try to drag the storyline out until 2030? We don't know. We don't know the country in series still. Them going to drag the series them out for no reason at all. Let me read y'all's comments, man. Veronica, what you say? Anthony needs Amber like he needs his heart. Him definitely need Amber. Trust me. What I'm seeing now from the show is it's not Anthony. This is the truth. Anthony needs Amber. Him need her because him can't think for himself. And him brain lock up. One for yes and two for no. Sometimes a man need him wife, you know. And I'm not saying, men don't, but I'm just saying our women don't. But really and truly, Anthony is one of those men who need Amber. like seriously. Anthony needs Amber. Him need her. Because if it wasn't for Amber, he wouldn't even be thinking here. Man, I tell you. Yeah, Mr. What you're saying here. So D Joseph, you say, you mean to tell me that Anthony don't have a doctor friend? D Joseph, good question. The big, but this what I'm saying, D Joseph, for a businessman, me no know him not have no links. Him not use the links them right. Him not try and get things done. Trust me, D Joseph, me no know. Some of the time, them me I ask the same question than what you are asked. Me I ask the same question what you are asked. If him now have a like a doctor friend, somebody with him can slip a little money. This is a man with money. If I was in Anthony's shoes, me slip a doctor something. Me take Kai and a little. He's not that smart. But if I'm me bring Kai on a little lunch date and slip a doctor something. It's, what call my name in a soup? Me not in a soup, man. You no stop put me in a soup. You no stop put me in a soup. None about that put onion in a soup. Kevin I talk about. Listen to me now, Kevin. Kevin, listen to me now, Kevin. Me not in the soup. Kevin, you mean onion in a soup. It's, the baby was one. His name was Kai. Order of the missing DNA test. Is O'Neill TV a part of the soup? Shayla had men, and they were many, many men. She was sleeping around. O'Neill TV was laughing. People knew stuff was going on. He had liked the little suits that she had, and the taco meat was available. In what is to be the biggest movie of the year, DNA test. Kai needed a father. There was a child who needed a father, a real father. Arby did a DNA test. He was not the daddy. Anthony went to the Maury show and he wasn't the daddy as well. O'Neill TV's name was called in the soup. What will happen? Will this be another reason for them to give us a DNA test? Can it be O'Neill TV? Did he strike again? Or is it a jacket? Find out the next time on Who is Shayla's Baby Daddy? That is the question, guys. The question is, who is Kai's daddy? That's the question right now. Who is the father? This is the question. Who? Who is the father? Anyways, guys, that's my time this morning for the mini live. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and talk to y'all soon.